It's the wrong screen. You're supposed to see this. Poi 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 poi. Orvid. Last week we ventured deeper into the city. I mean, first of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to an Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint stream. Today is a classic Tuesday. Unless you're in Australia, Japan, or some other eastern parts maybe, then it probably is already Wednesday for you. But for me, it's still a Tuesday, 5 PM. Perfect time to stream Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. This is the time that I'm streaming. This is the time, and it will always be the time until time gets changed. Last week, Dogja ventured deeper into the city of demons and also encountered a character that seems like that he will become important in the future. And that character was a blonde pretty boy. I cannot say really femboy. It's a pretty boy. It's like a B shonen, but not really femboy. Like there's a difference between B shonen and femboy. But I am interested to see how the character is going to develop. Hello Eileen, I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. I'm wondering, it's so funny that you're the first person to appear and the first bubble in this chapter is Eileen Mackerfield, accept the Duke's offer. It's you, but with a different writing. But yeah, Dogja appeared, they wanted to get like they wanted to get money or like work from the person that is working here, from the Eileen person. Eileen denied it, so they want like, instead of work, they now want all the debt that the person has, basically, the tax that they didn't have to pay. Then the blonde person that we don't know the name of yet, I think, appeared. And they wanted to just say like, what do we care? How much can I sell my body for? Well, he didn't really say that he wants to sell his body, but the demon said that like that he could sell his body to the Duke, and it would be worth what's the word, 50,000 coins or something. Interesting take. And then they were kind of getting messed up, kind of getting choked, kind of getting kinky, and then Dogja appeared, and everybody looked at Dogja. So now we were thinking last week that either Dogja is just going to pay off the taxes that they need to pay, or that Dogja is going to defeat the two demons. It depends on just defeating, or if Dogja is going to actually kill them and just gain their stories for himself to stabilize his body. Those are all options that could potentially happen. Okay, then let's get into reading. Eileen Makerfield, I guess. Eileen Makerfield, accept the Duke's offer. This is your last chance. There's the ending panel of Dogja walking into the shop, very coolly. And then the guys with the white eyes just staring at him menacingly. Like I like the demon's designs. Like, there can be humanoid, I mean they're all humanoid, but like there can be these anthropomorphic animals, there can be like literal human demons, there can be anything else, like insects, there can be freaking whatever. Like, they don't need to be all that animal, they can also just have animal ears or tails, like we have seen it all exists. Who are you? I'm a customer. A citizen? I don't know who you think you are, but get lost while I'm asking nicely. We're busy collecting taxes. Taxes? You mean where you pay a lot when you make a lot, and also pay a lot when you make a little? What? Hey, wait right there. Whoosh. You've got some great products. I always do. It's just that I don't often meet buyers with a good eye. Eileen Makerfield, magic engineer from the planet Lindbergh. She speaks just like in Twissa. I want to order a special object. Do you think you could make it for me? A special object? How much are you offering? 50,000 coins. Wait, you're the guy! 50,000 coins? I'll do it! Wow, you really had 50,000. Who are you? I told you, I'm a customer. You're insolent. That's enough, Millen. Character Demon Council look has taken an interest on you. Your understanding of the character Demon Council look has increased. Personal skill Omniscient Reader viewpoint has been activated. Was able to pay 50,000 coins so easily. A mere citizen could never come up with such a sum. And there's his composure. He acts as if 50,000 coins is nothing to him. Who could he be? I've never seen him around here before. Wait, that Mana! Could he be? Yeah, I figured you might be thinking that. This works out better for me then. Because the Siswitz industrial complex is now swarming with rumors about a new Demon King. I believe you already guessed who I am. Oh, this is such a cool panel. The looming eyes just staring at you. We know Dogja is... Dogja is a threat, but we know that Dogja is also like a stupid goofball and a fun guy and like cares about everyone. But this is a menacing look. This is like Dogja is staring into your soul and he's ready to just snap it outside of you. Take your stories away. Forgive me for not recognizing you as a demon noble. Are you visiting from the Gilobet industrial complex? You may be a bit slow on the uptake, but it seems the gears in your heads are turning. But I didn't hear anything about you visiting. Need I make my itinerary known to minions like you? That's... my apologies. If he has the authority to travel without notice, he must be at least a Marquis. Nothing good can come from getting tangled up with the Gilobet industrial complex. Let's go. But we've collected what we needed to. You were lucky this time. But don't think your luck will save you next time, Eileen. Knock knock. Wow, you're pretty impressive. Who are you? That stare. You know what this guy reminds me of? Let me pull up an image. It's the WebP file. Let me just... does she not have a file that is not WebP? Is that WebP? Fucking WebP! I hate WebP! Damn man, you changed your schedule now. I can only just pop in and say hi. Well, I just watched the VODs anyway, so I'll just say hi now. Hello, good sir. I technically... I really am confused. Because technically I did not change my schedule. I am still streaming at 5 PM my time. But I guess because my time changed and you are maybe from some savings, it didn't change for you? 1 hour late for me for a reason. I have no idea. Don't you think there's a similarity between those two? And why does this... I thought this one was transparent. Damn, it's not even really transparent. This one transparent? Nope, also not. Whatever. Delete this. Let's skim this shorter here. Let's make this shorter here. Let's make it bigger. Don't you see the similarities? I totally see it. That is Doki Bird if I have ever seen the character. Have a nice day. And bye. Now it's midnight for you. Okay, I'm very confused. I have no idea about time zones and everything. I apologize, man. But thank you for checking in. I hope you enjoy the VOD later. That's she, that's her. I mean, even though that thing is a guy, but this is a girl. Okay, let's get to reading again. You'll accept my request, right? Huh? But you are a noble. I'm not a demon. Then what? Look! This guy is so disturbed by why Dogsha is smiling like that, and he's like, ew. 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 Why are you looking at me like that? Dogsha. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that person yet. Visually quite cute, even though it's a guy. And what? Exile. Then your request? That's right. But I've never melded stories of this scale before. You're the only one that can do this. You're the only decent story expert at the Swiss industrial complex. I got you on my parents' TV? Hello. It's me. Completely innocent. Let me look. I'm a very nice guy. I'm a silly little guy. Please fix me, Eileen Makerfield. Landscape of the Demon Realm, Part 3. How can an incarnation have stories of this scale? Just who are you? He's got stories that don't match mixed in. Goodness, this story seems to be legendary. Are you really an incarnation? You appear to be something more. I can't believe you're still alive after consuming such dangerous fragments. The most urgent thing is to stabilize these, so let's start here. He fell asleep and he got stabilized, but now he's lying there. Ah! Dang, that scared me. Oh, it doesn't hurt at all. Hey, what are you? What do you think? You like puzzles? Who told you that? Never mind. Never mind that. Just try and guess. Are you a returnee? A returnee? Huh? What makes you think that? Isn't it up for a normal citizen in a demon realm to have that kind of a fortune? Pretty good. Keep going. You also said that you're not that demon, and you don't seem to be an average incarnation. But you've got loads of unique stories, and you appear to be super strong. It only leaves one option. What do you think? Impressive deducing, right? There's a prerequisite for the deduction and to be correct though. And what's that? It would have to be true that every returnee in the universe is strong. What do you mean? Don't you know what a returnee is? They obtain powerful strength in other dimensions or planets and return to their own planets. There's no way they could be weak. You never know. It's not like you've met all the returnees in the universe, have you? Think about it. Some returnees might hate their homeland and decide not to return. Or they might move from dimension to dimension multiple times and fall into despair that they couldn't obtain any special powers. Perhaps they even got a new physical form, but that body had no talents. Wait a minute. The frustration they felt from the lack of talent led to them settle down in an adequate place, and they decided to live out a normal life. Is Doctor talking about him? This feels very much targeted talk. Who the heck are you? Seriously? Hiya. Do you like living in the demon realm? Personal skill character profile activated. What? Character profile. Hayoung Jung. Aslan Makerfield. So Hayoung is a fake name, and they're originally called Aslan Makerfield. They appear 23, but are actually 15. Personal attribute Dimension Skipper Heroic. Homeland Abandoner Rare. Wallmaster Mythical. Wall of Enigma. Caustic Tongue. Grumbling. Laziness. Sloth. Lethargy. Okay, a very lazy person. How did you... Oh right, you don't use your real name here. Then should I call you Aslan? Okay, Hayoung is the real name. And they apparently wear... Aslan is the original name? yeah, with Doctor saying, I felt like in the thing in brackets would be the real thing because the person uses the other thing, but I guess it makes sense if he's acting like as a member of the... I think I'll read this until this point. I kind of like this concept. No, sorry. It's okay, Eileen. The story is great, Taco. And technically, with the few things that you have read here with us, while you did get spoiled to a degree, you're also not like so spoiled that you know like big things. Like you can still entirely enjoy the 227 chapters before this. Okay, so they seem to be a Korean person then. With Ha-young Jang, that's a Korean name. So it seems like the Korean person got put somewhere, returned, and then took another body. This is already the end of the chapter. It felt so short. It felt so short. That was a quickie. That's it. I'll catch up today. Kim Dog-ja really just dogs to the guy. Novel chapter 196 out of 551. Is it really 50,000 coins? The astonished boy's mouth dropped open as he glanced between Eileen and me. Of course, by my standard, 50,000 coins was petty cash. Kim Dogesa's legend first part has been completed on Peaceland. The pioneers of the area are preaching faith in you. 15,000 coins have been acquired. I even received coins in real time. This was the good thing about being a constellation. Even without the sponsorship, I made money just by being famous. Okay. So this is an explanation on how constellations earn coins, right? I don't know if we had that. Somebody else here is also asking the thing. Only 7 important in one late game arc, blah blah blah. And could easily be cut, to be honest. I mean, no, it shouldn't be cut, because you somehow need to understand how constellation earn coins. Like, constellations give coins to, like, the incarnations. But in a way, constellations are the original players, because they are also part of the scenarios. Back then, with Defense Master, they talk about it too. They did? Maybe to a degree. But, like, it really is, like... So if somebody is just like talking about your story, like spreading your story and like just being all of that stuff, then that earns you coins. So that makes sense for that. And that also explains how like the more famous people earn more like coins because their stories get spread more. Like a Sun Wukong earns way more coins than an... I don't want to say Albert Einstein, because Albert Einstein is also quite famous, but I do think that Sun Wukong is more famous than Albert Einstein. Actually, we can check that. Google Trends. What is the website that you can compare? Google Trends compare. Google Trends. Advanced Google Trends. Where's the thing where you can compare Google Trends? I've seen it on like other people sponsored incarnations, because any feats done by them is also attributed to the sponsor. Makes sense. But I'm always wondering, like, so constellations sponsor the incarnations. But if they're part of the scenarios, does that mean that there were even like incarnations before them? Like the constellations are not the incarnation. Like the constellations are also, they also were once incarnations, I guess. Then but then they don't have supporting constellations, I guess. How does it work? Tell me. Who the hell does that work? I'm stupid. Probably a historical constellation. Yeah, just from my thinking, he should be a historical constellation. Albert Einstein. Worldwide compared to Sun Wukong. Shouldn't be. It should be the team here. Not last day. Let's go from the last 5 years. So apparently, Albert Einstein is always way more searched than Sun Wukong. Constellation could have been incarnation like Dogja, but they can't have supporting constellations. Yeah, because if you have a supporting constellation, then you cannot become a constellation yourself. That was the point. You can see the spike where the Sun Wukong game released, right? Like, I would agree with you, Eileen, that technically Albert Einstein should be a historical constellation. But thinking about our world, it seems like the stories of Albert Einstein are being spread way more than Sun Wukong's stories. But Son Goku, on the other hand, is searched more than Albert Einstein. Except for this part in February. Yeah, if you have to compare it, like in this, it just seems like, okay, yeah, it seems like Albert Einstein, in modern times, Albert Einstein is way more searched, but like, Albert Einstein didn't have as much time as Sun Wukong yet. So let's say Sun Wukong is being searched like once or twice a day, and Albert Einstein only has been searched like since his birth. But Sun Wukong is like very ancient, so like he should be searched way longer. And all the stories that were inspired by Wukong should, like, yeah, that's also a thing, like the inspiration thing. So technically Son Goku and everything that is Sun Wukong inspired also adds to Sun Wukong. But then you would also argue, couldn't Son Goku, for example, from Dragon Ball, become his own constellation because he's just that famous and is that important for some people? That brings up an interesting question. I can compare constellations like that and then determine if they would be what rank they would be. Monkey D, Luffy, Son Goku, etc. Son Goku's story is also, but Son Goku's story is not really Wukong's story. Like, the idea of Son Goku, his character at the very beginning, is Sun Wukong, but like right now he's a very different character and had a different journey and everything. So it's like only at this point, only like he became his own character. Like, the inspiration was there, but it's not like the inspiration is like the significant factor of determining Son Goku. Am I being googled? No, Sun Wukong is being googled more than me. Also, Luffy, I don't know how big Luffy is inspired by Sun Wukong. Let me see. Let me check something. Let me check, for example, or similar the fault with Dionysus earlier, whether he's the son of Persephone or not. Let me check. Let me check. What are some constellations we have heard before? What is? We have not really heard that many historical constellations to compare. I think there are way more. Obviously, there are way more. Yeah, Sun Wukong has inspired a lot of things, but I'm also like, but the inspiration is a thing. But like, at one point they become their own thing. Like, I am inspired by multiple things, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that like I am forever connected to these things. Like, they are like a starting point, but you can separate yourself from them. Oh yeah, that's something I could look up. Because that's like a famous German person. I want to see who's being searched more. If it's Albert Einstein or if it's Karl der Große. Seems to be Albert Einstein. He starts off with Wukong's story, but later makes his own. Would you say that the original Dragon Ball is Wukong's story? I don't feel like the original Dragon Ball story is so Wukong coded. Like, he has a monkey tail, but like, you still think this contributed to his fame somewhat? I guess, but I'm wondering, like, only like to a minuscule percentage, like not even 1%, I would say. Like, I am incarnation of fire, but if I do something, like, it's also like fire deity stuff, right? So if you go back and say like, there is a fire deity that existed since before 2000 BC, and then a new fire deity got created like 1000 BC. Then the new fire deity, I don't think that just because they're both fire deities that they have to pay each other like coins. I mean, I would argue that in modern time drifted, stories can have way more of an impact than in the olden times. Like, just because of how spread out stories are. Like, considering how some stories got spread in the old time. They would only be in your country, not really leave all that much further, right? But nowadays, stories go around the entire world and can be shared across, like, with many people. And old time people would actually believe in the stories. I guess, yeah, if it depends on how much you believe in something as well, yeah. Because not many people believe that Son Goku is real. I don't think many people believe that Son Goku is real. But maybe some people in Mexico do. Maybe some people in Mexico do. The system is pretty similar to Mystery and Fate. I'm not a big Fate guy. And would that mean I just haven't really watched that much Fate? So I don't really know. Fate. Mystery, Fate. Mystery, Fate. Fate is a TTRPG, that's not correct. Mystery, Fate, anime. Mystery, here. Mystery, localized as mystics, is a sliver of power of many different types. It comes from the root. Whatever the root is. The roots, the swirl of the roots, the vortex of radix in the English localization is a metaphysical location that acts as the force that exists at the top of all theories and every dimension, as well as the source of all events and phenomena in the universe. It is also known as the root, in the English localization as radix, the Akashic records, or simple Akasha, and occasionally as heaven. It's like the origin of stuff. It is the source of all supernatural phenomena such as Magecraft or ESP, and beings such as true ancestors, dead apostles, servant spirits, as well as phantasmal species, so signs of mystery. Mystery accumulates over time and grows stronger with age. Fate is such a weird system. Fate is weird. Fate is wild. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let me write down my rating for this week's chapter before I forget it. Where are we here? Or V. I think this was better than last week's chapter. Last week we were here. I'm giving this here. I think this is fair. No, I should give it a bit more. Let's give it this. I'm giving it this. You will not know what it is. I can show you the stocks though if you want to see. Actually, even if you don't want to see, I'm going to show them because there needs to be a stock update at least once a week so that people can look at them. Ignore this is not correct anymore. This is the current standing of the stock markets. As you can see, Lookism fell down. Yeah, that's a thing. It had a tremendous fall off. I mean, not because the story got worse, but because it just fell off. Like the rating system changed and everything. The story is great still. As you can see, after the month changed, Ardo increased to 1,195. Lookism fell down to 13,867. Tower of God fell down to 632. ORV fell down to 1,000. Infinite Moram to 1,196. Questism increased to 2,881. Dead Mansion fell to 429. Illicit fell to 1,000. Transcendent Academy fell to 2,112. Surviving Barbarian had risen to 2,626. Magic Kim had risen to 2,946. And Kubara had risen to 3,875. How do you buy? You buy in a way of being, I want to buy. And then you are like, I want to buy that amount of stocks for that story. And then we need to calculate how much that costs. And then you need to send me the money. Sending the money works in a way that you type in the command in chat that looks like this. Prima plus X. And instead of X, it's the number of the coins that you are going to send me. So if, let's say, you want to buy 3 LSC stocks, you would need to send me 3,000 coins. That's how it works. All 6k on the auto. How much do you have exactly? How much do you have exactly? I think you can only buy 5 auto stocks. You can only buy 5. So if you type in the command that is that I wrote and then the number 5,975, then you can buy 5 auto stocks. And I can go here, change this, make the auto thing go up to 9. And close this again and update this. Pull down here. Pull this one up here. Change its name and change it to have 5 auto stocks and change its name here in this part and in this and call it Taco the Cat's portfolio. Then we can close this and update this, and then we have this here. I think you need to write gift coins together, like I did. You need to write gift coins together, yeah. Okay, so everybody else is going to get paid out as well. I need to remember that and write it down. What was the thing again? Coin dividend was 10%, okay. So I have to do that after the stream as well. But yeah. Come on, Taco, I believe in you. You can do this. Okay. Let me write everything down. I need to do that for myself later. And I can close this. I can do this. I can go here. and click here. The man is struggling. Okay. I think that's about it for today. Was a pretty good chapter. I'm really interested in seeing how things are going to... Oh my god, he gave me 27. That's insane. Mobile is hard, I get that. I'm wondering how this is going to work out with the Atlan person. Like, why did they change their identity? Why are they here? And what is up with them? And how are they going to be useful? And what will be their role in the future part of the story? I am technically, if Dogja returns with him, Jungyok should not know him, I think. Because neither Jungyok, like, this Jungyok has not proceeded that far into the story. And even with the information that he got from Yusong, like the disaster Yusong, he should not know about this character, right? Because he never went here. It wasn't the 100-something try. So he never was there. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting one. So, I have to say, I'm looking forward to more Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint in the future. Next stream will be next week on Monday. Or on Friday on another channel. If you want to know what I'm doing on Friday, you probably have to join my Discord. It is in the description below. I'm going to ping for that there. I should really just, in general, ping when I'm going live on my Discord. I'm just never doing that for some reason. But for now, I think that's all for me for today. All that to be said is thank you guys for being here for today. Taco, Eileen, Drifted, Dad that left. Who else was here? There was somebody else here as well. Was there, or was it the people? I think that's everybody actually. So, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being awesome. Stay awesome, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye! Life is pain. You know what's also pain? Enya's schedule.